Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's Noble Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Burial Brewing Company out of Asheville, North Carolina. This beer is called A Silence Beyond Comprehension, and it is just says India Pale Ale on here. I'm guessing it's hazy because most of their stuff is. This is a collaboration with the Asheville Symphony. I don't know what that means. I don't know how a non-brewer or restaurant collaborates with the brewery other than putting their name on it, but it is what it is. It says mashed with oats, double dry hop with Strata, Vic Secret, and Citra Cryo. And this just came out. Today's the 23rd, and this was canned on the 19th. So this is 4 days old. Super fresh. Lucky enough, one of my friends here in the Charlotte area, who also happens to be from Pittsburgh, went to Burial this week to pick up this big release that they did. This was actually not the main one. They did a bunch of variants of their Skillet, which is their coffee stout. That was the main thing, but I also grabbed some of these since they were available. Because I do think Burial is one of the best IPA brewers in the country. So I like drinking any of their stuff, but especially ones that don't get distributed that I can't buy off the shelf. I'm always interested in. So you can see it's very, very cloudy, but it's pretty light. A lot of hazy IPAs now are, like more of a deeper orange color. This is definitely like pineapple juice. I mean, if you took the haze out of this, I think this would be pretty light, like a straw color. With about a slightly less than a finger's worth of really nice fluffy white head that's like not moving at all. Oh, that smells so bright. Man. So it's pretty like ammonia-y pineapple. When I say ammonia-y, it's kind of like that cat boxy character, that I've described it before. A lot of people do with IPAs. But there is a lot of pineapple too. I would say there's probably something that people would call this slightly dank. It is kind of like, has that like slight BO character too that you get from Mosaic sometimes, and Citra. But it has all those things, but it also smells very clean too. Like there's nothing off about it. It's all those things are there, and they're very unique and they're very bright. Man, so definitely that catty character and pineapple is the forefront. There is some doughy, bready malt in the background, but it does have like a pretty substantial hop burn to it. And it could be that it's too fresh. I'll say that most of the time that I get Burial IPAs, they're not this fresh because it's rare that I buy them there. So if it is a one-off or a shelf one, it took probably at least a week to get distributed here, and then maybe another week or two before I bought it. Like I said, this is literally only 4 days from canning, so it's almost as fresh as you can get, other than drinking it the day that you buy it at the brewery. It does have a really nice piney character to it as well. I will say that there's certainly no maltiness getting in the way. And when I say that, I mean like caramely maltiness, and it's not sweet at all. It doesn't have that little residual sweetness that a lot of the hazy IPAs have. This is very dry. It's pretty bitter. um, man, it's almost like I'm trying to think of some. I'm trying to think of a food that you eat where the food itself is like kind of juicy, but at the same time it has like a sourness or an astringency that, even though it's like liquidy in it, you would assume that it would like quench your thirst type of thing. It's actually the opposite, and it dries your mouth out so fast that you just want to keep going back for more. That's what this is doing. Like honestly, more than almost any IPA I can think of. It is just stripping all of the moisture out of my mouth. It is so drying. It's I don't know. When I first started drinking this, I was like, I don't know, this is kind of rough because of that Bernie character that it has. Excuse me. But at the same time, it's very dialed in. Like, I mean, if it didn't have that hop burn, then I think it would be amazing. But it's also still very well balanced, and it, there's something to be said for a beer that makes you come back and drink more of it. But then every sip you take, you're like, damn, that is... It's weird. This is weird. Because most of these, like, hot burny IPAs, like Dancing Gnome's a really good example. They have that burn, but then I'm like... They also have a sweetness. Like, with those two things combined, I'm just like, I don't really want to drink this. But this is so dry, like it's stripping the moisture out of my mouth, and I just keep going. Like, yeah, I would probably rather go back and drink more water instead of this, but this is all I have in front of me. So if I was like stranded on an island and I had this, I would probably just get drunk and dehydrated because I'd be like, oh, I need something liquidy to rehydrate my mouth, and then I would drink this, and it would dry it out again, and it would just be a constant cycle. Yeah, I'm just rattling off in my head what I want to rate this, because it is unique in a sense that I haven't had anything like this in a while. I'm not saying flavor wise, but just how astringent it is. And usually, I'm using astringent in the proper term. Like usually when I say astringent, I liken it to a bitterness that isn't associated from like malt roastiness and or hop bitterness. Which isn't, I don't think that's the proper use of it, but that's how I'm pretty sure I've heard other people use it before. But I think astringent in the true form means that it is mouth drying. And this is definitely that. This is very, very mouth drying. Like I feel like I want to chug a Gatorade right now. So on my scale of buy, drink, dump, I'm just going to give this one a drink. I like the uniqueness of it, but in reality, after I drink this one can, I'm probably going to be happy that I'm done with it. I don't dislike the taste, but it could be a lot more nuanced, and I've had so many better IPAs from Burial and from breweries around Charlotte, so there's just no reason I can say that I would buy this again, because I can get something, at least in the same realm, that's significantly better, or significant is probably a strong word, but that is better for the same price. So I'm just going to give this a drink. But that's all I got in this one. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.